video is brought to you by Letsynthesize Academy, the #1 place for practice-oriented courses for serious music producers.
Hey, Dan Larson here, welcome to the newest Synthesize Sunday episode. And today I want to talk about saw stacks. So if you follow these tips, I bet your saw chords will sound awesome, fat and wide like this. And not like this. Okay, so like always, you can download this preset from my Patreon with tons of other very cool stuff. And I have an academy for start to finish courses, and I have a Joyride style house, bass house course. Check that if you are into house, but right now, let's jump into it. Okay, so tip #1, always use 2 instances of saws. So let me show it to you. This is my main saw stack. On the right, I have this slightly detuned unison voices kind of saw. And the other one is a lot more detuned. So I pan them from left to right. And they are awesome, they are very, very wide. Tip #2 is to use a different sound, like a plucky kind of thing. And this time I'm using FM, a little bit of FM on 3 instances of square waves. And the 4th one, that is a sine, on course 2, slightly detuned, FM modulated. So without the FM it sounds like this. But I add some FM to make them a little different. And all together with the saws, they sound really wide and fat. You can see here the process, but that's basically just EQing and reverb, that's all. Tip #3, use a bass instrument. But always be careful to don't use chords on the bass, only one note, okay? So all together with the saws. And tip 4 is the most important part, the so-called character layer. This is how I call it, because this is what gives a unique sound, a unique tone to your saw stack, and it can be anything really, just make it very different than the saws you are already using. So this is why I drop this pizzicato instrument here. So all together they sound like this. And listen how the full thing sounds when I start opening up the filters and the decay. They sound really cool when we get to the full stack all together with the pizzicato and the bass. So if I haven't told you that there is an insomnia style pizzicato instrument here in the saw stack, you would not be able to recognize it, because altogether they sound really wide and really fat and very strong. And the pizzicato gives a very unique flavor to this whole thing, because without that it's just not the same. Let me show it to you. Can you hear how it really requires and needs and begs for something that really gives the strength and the flavor that will make it memorable? So this is why it is very important to add your character layer. And this time I used this pizzicato instrument, but it can be anything really, an FM block, a string or whatever, just make it very memorable and very cool. Okay, so don't forget you can download this sound from my Patreon with tons of other, and check my academy if you want to dig deeper into production. I was Dan Larson. See you guys next time. Peace.